Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. Breaking news, I've got my voice back after yesterday's incredible night where England managed to get to the semi-final of the Euros. And yeah, how it's done is how it's done. But we now know who England will be facing in that semi-final, and I have to say, unfortunately, it's not Turkey. Huge respect to Turkey. I think we can all agree on that one. We can all justify and say Turkey were without a doubt the most entertaining team at the tournament, without question. I think no one really expected them to get that far, but the way that they were playing, they were taking risks. They were going for it. They weren't, trying to shy away from the challenge. They were completely there. And I honestly believe a couple of naive mistakes, naive moments is what cost them. If they had a little bit more of their heads screwed on, I think they could have been a bit more savvy and prevent those errors from happening in the first place in order to gift Netherlands the way back into that game. Because the Netherlands, up until when they did score, were not looking good. So unlucky Turkey, unlucky, and good luck going forward. It's a shame, but it means England play the Netherlands. Now, it's going to be an interesting one, and I'm already hearing people come out of the block go, oh, Netherlands are going to cook you. Netherlands are going to cook England. Oh, England are going to get wrecked. Okay, listen, the only team at this tournament, and this is England included, that are actually playing how they're meant to and are actually justifying their position is Spain. France are looking horrible. England, to a good extent, tactically, are looking horrible. The Netherlands, I'm sorry, are looking horrible. They don't look all that. So this semi-final is going to be a very interesting semi-final as to who's going to get through. But Spain are the ones that are operating seriously. If justice were to be served, yes, Spain would be champions. But that's not how tournament football works. So we'll see. Let me know your thoughts down below in relation to that. We're going to jump onto the club football side. There's not been too much. And this is why there's only been one video today. But do keep your eyes peeled for tomorrow, because we will go through what goes down tomorrow. More than likely a double upload, so make sure you guys are here. On top of that, second channel, link in the description. Video will be dropping on there tomorrow. It should be tomorrow. So keep your eyes peeled for that, and you're going to like it. Let's get cracking with the club football. I wanted to start a discussion because there was one piece of news, but I'm going to throw a name in the hat. Or not a name in the hat. I'm going to throw a name back in the hat who was in the hat and then taken out. I hope that makes sense. Let's get into it. Here it is. Chelsea believe Samu Omorodion could be a good opportunity on the market with a lot of potential if Atletico Madrid change their position and open the door to a sale. Atletico have made it clear that they want about, 100 million euros or something like that, because they rate him that highly and they want him to sign a new deal that's going to have that sort of release clause in there. Or listen, can we just not bother? Can we just not bother? If we're looking to actually sign a striker, right? I'm going to go back to a name that I wrote off. I wrote off because I thought him going to another club was done. And you can remember me saying that back in January. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Who? Ivan Toney. I don't know about you. And it's not just about the incredible penalty you took yesterday, yeah, because that penalty was crazy. But that penalty got me thinking. It got me thinking as to, you know what? Let's actually look at Ivan Toney as a player. We're not focusing on him. And you know what's funny? He actually ticks all the boxes. He actually, except for his age, if I'm not mistaken. How old is he? Is he 26? Oh, he's 28. That's why. That's why he's overage. Oh, man. But listen, that penalty yesterday and the way that he took it was phenomenal. And he does it all the time. But the fact that he has that much success taking a penalty like that is just incredible. It's actually just incredible. So fair play to Ivan Toney. Just eyes on the goalkeeper, not looking at the ball, and he puts it exactly where it's meant to go. Beautiful. But Not just that. Well, firstly, it shows that he's got his head screwed on. He's got composure. But secondly, when he's actually on the pitch, you can see he's dynamic. He's strong. He's powerful. He takes on defenders. He's not scared. He's got a great goal scoring record. He's great at penalties. Personally, we need a striker. He's Premier League proven on top of that. He doesn't need to move far. Brentford's down the road. What are we doing? I don't believe he'd even cost that much. 50 or 60 million. Okay, maybe not 50. 60 million or so should get this deal done. With Brentford, it should. I wrote him off in the past because I genuinely thought him to Arsenal was a done deal. I was like, he's going to Arsenal. There's no way. But there's been nothing on that front since. We heard it in January. We've not heard it once during this window. And we've heard Arsenal interested in Sesko. And we remember that. That fell through. They're not going for Toney. Well, if they're not going for Toney, what are we waiting for? You know? That was the only reason why I was like, nah, it's not happening. And I just didn't bother when it was between Osimhen and Toney at that time. I thought he's going to Arsenal. There's no way. There's no way he's coming to us. If he's not going to Arsenal, hello. Now, he'll cost a very good fee. His salary at the moment, do you want to know what Ivan Toney's on at Brentford? And there's no release clause, by the way. There was talk of a release clause if he negotiates a new contract, which he's not done. But if he were to sign, how much would his salary have to increase? Surely not that much. I reckon we can get a deal done. Why? Because at the moment at Brentford, he's earning, and you're not gonna believe this, he's earning £20,000 a week. He's on 20k a week. We can easily times that by 5. Give him 100k. Give him 120. Hell, he's the sort of player that will hit that profile, that level of big boy salary. Put him on the salary cap. Put him on 150k. He's not saying no. And hopefully Arsenal don't move. But I would absolutely take Ivan Toney. And for me, perfect. Even though he is 28, perfect. Because you know what that's going to do? He's a sort of striker that I can see someone like Nicholas Jackson picking more up from. It's perfect. I would very much take Ivan Toney. Very much. You can use him 3-4 years. In that space of time, Nico Jackson would have already hit peak, surely. But I just think it's the perfect combination, perfect blend. I say we do it. Ivan Toney, for me, I'd be very happy with. Very, very happy with. So forget Samu Omarodion. We already signed Mark Gu. He's the young guy. Another one that can pick up. He's the young guy that's going to learn and develop and take his time. We do not need Samu Omarodion now. We got Mark Gu. Cool. I would love to go into next season. Toney, Jackson, Gu. Beautiful. That's a fantastic balance. I would very much do that. Very much do that. Brilliant. We don't need to look at striker position again. Hopefully, we don't need to look at it, period. Because we've got someone established, we've got someone who's decent but raw, and we've got a youngster coming up. Hopefully, we don't need to look at it again. So, I'd be very much on board with that. Let me know your thoughts down below. Would you be on board with that? Let me know. Let's move to other clubs and what's going on elsewhere before we wrap up. Here's the latest from Man United. Man United have green light from both Joshua Zirkzee and Matthias de Ligt to join the club. Both players have spoken to Erik ten Hag of Man United, now ready to advance on club side in the coming days. It's all approved on salary, commission, also for Zirkzee. Now, listen, Dutch international, listen, Man United are going to turn into Holland. At this rate, England are not playing against Holland on Wednesday. We're playing against Man United. The only one that's left that's needed to be there is Erik ten Hag himself to probably manage them instead of Ronald Koeman. But listen, de Ligt, as I've said previous, I think would be a good buy for Man United. Zirkzee, decent. But this has just got Erik ten Hag all over it again. In the same way that his signings before were his signings, and then everyone, and him included, tried to make it look like I'm not being given what I'm given. He had the cheek to come out and say that previous Man United managers got what they were given, what they asked for, and he didn't. What? You've basically signed half of Holland. It's blatantly you. And now we know he has a veto in terms of transfers, so what a surprise. But decent for Man United? Yeah, I think they can do worse. So we'll see how it goes, especially De Ligt. I think that would actually be decent for Man United. So we'll see what happens. Let me know your thoughts. Now, there's been a retirement. I didn't expect this. This is a bit of a shock. Thiago Alcantara has decided to retire from professional football. Former Barca, Bayern, Liverpool and Spain player has made his decision. Thiago's passion and love for the game continues as he's ready for a new chapter in football after a few months planning for it. So, Thiago Alcantara, what a player. We have to put our hands up and say what a player. His track record speaks for itself. Absolute boss of a midfielder. But I'm a bit confused. Retired from professional football. Is he going straight into coaching? Because apparently he's getting ready for a new chapter in football. What is it? I have to be honest. I saw this comment. Who was it? Was it Matisse? Matisse put this up earlier, I think. And I agreed. Mate, go to Inter Miami. They got the whole gang getting back together. You might as well go there, mate. You know? Messi, Suarez, Busquets. Go and join them. Go and join them. I was going to say Dani Alves, but no. Old Barca are in Miami. You might as well go to Miami, and then I'd call it a day over there, to be honest. But anyway, if he's calling it a day, then big respect because, again, what a player, what a career, and absolute boss overall. Now, yesterday, something... I wouldn't say surprising. It's not surprising, but it's a big deal. Happened. Here it is. Brazil have played 4 games at Copa America 2024 and they've only won 1. And yesterday they got eliminated after losing to Uruguay on penalties. Listen, Ronaldinho was right, basically. Yeah. Even Neymar is right when he ends up falling asleep with his kids in front of the TV watching Brazil, and then he puts that clip up on Instagram and says, we fell asleep. I don't blame him. Listen, Brazil, wow. I know England are bad. I know other teams are bad, but Brazil are taking the mickey. Absolute shock. Just how bad. This isn't Brazil. When I look at this ain't Brazil. Like, come on. You're having a laugh. This is a wind-up. This is like... I don't know, this is like plucking out just 11 random geezers, giving them a Brazil top and going, you're Brazil, you're not Brazil. What's happened to Brazil? You know, and people will say, but England are rubbish, whatever. Yes, but we're not Brazil. People expect that from us, yeah? And we still end up getting far because I don't know how we do it. But Brazil are Brazil. Brazil, there's a heritage there. There's a history. There's an identity. That's the word I'm looking for here. Brazil has an identity, and it's gone. That identity is gone. It's gone long away. It's nowhere to be seen. This is not Brazil. Where's the flair? Where's the excitement? Where's the skill? Where's the combinations? Where's the chemistry? That's Brazil. Brazil, look, South America as a whole, but Brazil are known for everyone basically growing up on football to the point where they end up playing like robots, but in a good way. When I say robots, I don't mean robotic. I mean like their football, you can't stop. You can't stop it. How it used to be anyway, for decades and decades and decades. And now we've hit a point where they're just playing average, plain, boring old football. You know? Not Brazilian football. Where's Brazilian football gone? Where's it gone? Everyone's bothered about their image and all of that. That's the only vibe that I get from the Brazil team. It's like everyone's got an ego, but there's no substance. Shocking. There's an identity crisis with this Brazilian team. And I feel like there needs to be a lot of work done in the federation onwards. There's a lot of ballers in Brazil. I feel like there needs to be a reality check in terms of who's being selected, who should be given pathways into that national team, who deserves to be in that team, who plays the way that Brazil should play, and who doesn't, and who's in that team just because of their name or because of the club they play for. Like, nah. Bring Brazil back, please, because this is not Brazil. So, Argentina are probably going to go on and win it again. Colombia are looking good, let's be honest. And look, Uruguay are going to be on an absolute high, knocking Brazil out, confidence through the roof. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But let me know your thoughts down below on that one. And I'll catch all of you tomorrow for a couple of new ones. Now, it's been a very good day for England, right? England are in the Euro 2024 semi-final. Lewis Hamilton won the British Grand Prix today. And Emma Raducanu is on the brink, and I hope she's going to qualify for the quarterfinals of Wimbledon. If she can do that, we've got a hat-trick this weekend, and I don't think England will see any other better weekend than that. So we'll take it. Let me know your thoughts down below. Hit the subscribe button to be here for more content. Tomorrow there'll be a double, I'm expecting, as well as a second channel, brand new video coming up. So make sure you're there as well, and I will see all of you tomorrow for a brand new one. Have a good one, people. See you lot there. Take care, and peace.